But seriously.
Hello everyone, welcome back to An Idiot Aboard. I'm Danny, your idiot, and here's a board. And I was only half joking. I can actually speak and be heard in this thing. But what is it? Why have I got it? Let's have a look and find out. So, why have I bought the mask? Well, it's pretty obvious. When you're working with wood, you're sawing, you're cutting, you're chopping, sanding, especially, you make a lot of dust. You make a hell of a lot of dust. And until recently, most of what I was doing, the dust I was creating, was kind of contained in this room and the room to my right, excuse me, where we're building the storage room. Unfortunately, as I explained in the last video I released a few days ago, I've not been able to do much down here lately because I've just been too ill. I've had breathing difficulties and all sorts. Not because of the sawdust, by the way. I'll show you why in a minute. But I just needed something better so I can work down here. Part of the problem now is, of course, where I've taken all the stuff out of here and put it in the basement lounge, it was already covered in dust, and now that dust is free flow, in the lounge downstairs, in the basement. Not upstairs, it's not got upstairs. And so I tried working down there, reorganising, boxes have fallen over and such. So I tried, the other day redoing that and tidying up a bit. And because of all the dust in there that transferred from here, I just couldn't breathe, especially with the respiratory problems I'm having at the moment. This has been 5 weeks now. This crap's been lingering. It's, annoying. But I just couldn't breathe. There was so much dust getting into my lungs. So I popped out to my friendly neighbourhood Canuck and bought this. Okay, it is a Degil, I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. P100 respirator, recommended for lead welding and sanding. So I thought that'll be the kitty for me. And it's got these interchangeable cartridges. So if I need different levels of protection, I can swap these out for other cartridges for other uses. For example, if I'm using chemicals, stuff like that, I can protect myself that way. Now, before I bought this, which I've tried a couple of times now and I really like it, before I tried this, I was using stuff like this cheap and cheerful Dollarama type dollar store dust mask. And he said gas mask then, dust mask, which, when I'm not feeling like this, is okay-ish, for general crapping around in here. Like if I'm doing any decent sanding, if I'm cutting MDF, it doesn't cut the mustard. Last year I got this mask here. It's, I forget what it's rated for sanding, and it's all right. But one of the problems I've had is that, I wear glasses. I'm a full-ride specky. And so when I put it on, in fact, I'll demonstrate for you. Because I can't see a damn thing without them now. Such is my advanced age. But when I put it on, and then I put my glasses on, my glasses don't go right. And they sit here, but then the problem is, because of the way my glasses are made, it changes my depth perception. And if I'm cutting something and my depth perception ain't great, I'm going to lose a finger. Now, I know I joke about losing a finger on a regular basis. Where did you go? Where have you gone? Ah, there you are. I joke about that kind of crap all the time, and just hope it doesn't ever happen. So then I tried these N95 masks, and also these N95 masks as well. These are left over from when we had our sick foster child Ellie, who, among other issues she had, was a cancer sufferer. She had brain tumours, and we were given these as part of assisting her. These are N95s, and of course it was during COVID when we had Ellie. So, now these are pretty good actually, but again, if I'm using MDF or like really stuff that kicks up really fine dust, they don't quite do it. They cover the face nicely. You get a good seal because they're thin. I can get the glasses over the top and closer. So for that, they're pretty good. And generally speaking, I will wear these. Now, when everything's tidy down here and I'm not cutting or sanding, I'll wear some of these if I'm just bodging about. This one's even better. Nice seal across the bridge of the nose. And bearing in mind, I use all of these when I have my beard as well. That's part of the reason I shaved. And for those of you thinking, yeah, I thought something was different. Yeah, I shaved. I look 10 years younger and about 10 pounds fatter. This was a nice one. It's again an N95 mask. It does quite a good job. Had a little respirator in here so I didn't get too hot. Nice little valve in there, but it still wasn't doing the job quite right. And so I went out and I bought this, and I'm really happy I did. I'll show you the inside of it. You can see that you get a nice seal, again, provided I get rid of the stubble or the facial hair. You get a nice rubber or silicone, whatever material this is, seal around it. One of the things that impressed me is that I've worn it. The most I've worn it was I kept it on for like an hour the other day, and not once was I irritated by it or annoyed with it. It didn't get on my nerves, which is unusual for me because there's a lot of crap gets on my nerves real quick. The older I get, the less patience I get. It just fitted like a dream. So it's already kind of adjusted for my head. As I say, I've already worn it. But this is pretty easy. It goes around the back of the neck, and then you clip that in like that. And then you pull the mask over. Hang on, I'll just put it on and show you. Like putting on a necklace. I have to take the glasses off to get it on. Place it over the nose. Move it to fit. Now, I've got these, okay, which control the adjustment for these two up here. Oh, it's going to mess with my hair. Oh, whatever next. Pull them to make sure it's tight, and at the back, pull those to make sure you've got a good seal, and that's it. Now, I sound like asthmatic Darth Vader. Anyway, here. Daft failure. Never mind Darth Vader. The issue that I have, the one issue, is the glasses. Now, they'll go on like that, and they're a bit further away from my face. A bit like this mask, only more so than this mask. So what it means is, I have to kind of, I can't see here, down here. Now, when I'm working, normally I'd be kind of like looking down, because these are, just a second. There we go. Sounds like I'm talking properly now. So, because my glasses are varifocals, when I'm wearing them like this, if I look down here, I've got perfect vision at the bottom here. I can see what I'm doing. So when I'm working, I'm just, I hold my head normally. When I've got the mask on, the glasses are more like that. So I have to kind of retrain my head movements so that I can see properly when I'm wearing them. But at least I am protecting my rather already knackered lungs with this mask, and I cannot recommend it enough. So if you live in here in Canada or Quebec City, that's the model. Got it in Canac. I'm sure there are other versions of the same sort of crap available. It was $40, $39.95, whatever. $40 plus change for tax, because of course you have to add the tax on. And these cartridges come in at around about $17 a pop for two. So when these are done and they're not able, it's relatively easy to replace them. And I'm sure you could probably go on Amazon and maybe find them cheaper. I don't know. But these things are a godsend to me. So they're going to enable me to carry on working today for more than 10 minutes before I start wheezing and hacking like a 95-year-old man who's been smoking for the last 85 years. Which is how how my lungs have been. Like 5 weeks of this crap. I've not been sleeping properly. My cough has died down, thank God. So my throat is getting a chance. It's the only reason I can talk to you today is because my cough in the last 2 days has decreased. And so I'm not rasping my throat the way I was. I could barely speak before. But anyway, I babble. Well, you know that by now. You've been around me long enough. So anyway, I'm going to put this mask on. I won't be filming what I'm doing today because it's just moving crap around. No one wants to see that. I'm going to have a tidy up in there so that I can put stuff in there so that we can make it tidy down here. My daughter's here. You know, this stuff should have been done 5-6 weeks ago, but because I've been sick, I've not been able to. So she's going to give me a hand. And I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up. It's not the final way it's going to look in there because, you know, I've got some empty pallets in there that are kind of in the way as well. But I've got a shelving unit that I can put in, that I can put stuff on, and we can stack boxes in there, get the lounge down here looking tidy. And then finally, and we're what now? The 20th of December, 5 days before Christmas, finally going to get our decorations sorted out. So I think the kiddies will be happy about that. But I'm not going to film it because, you know, filming takes up a lot of time. Stop, start, readjust the camera, change the angle, film something different. It interferes. And I honestly don't have time to be doing that. It's, you know, it's not that I don't love you guys and appreciate you watching a fat, balding, middle-aged man, 49 years old, burping and farting his way through a video. It's just I don't have time. I'm sorry. I know you love me, but anyway, that's enough about me today. My first review video. What do you think?
Hey, I don't know about Darth Vader. Maybe I should talk like Bane. Anyway, we'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. I've been your idiot. Bye-bye.